Who are you? Think about it. Is who you are now who you were meant to be? At Baker College, we want to help you be more. More curious, more productive, more effective, and be more successful at it all. We can help you be more prepared for the future and more inspiring to future generations. The world is full of opportunities to be more than the status quo. The question is, are you ready to be more?
To have you with us, and let's take a look at how we got to this point in the Midwest region bracket. A come from behind stunner by Cleveland SC. The number 1 seed was in trouble, but they survived in extra time. Detroit City, on the other hand, very clinical, taking a part of the 3 seed Minneapolis City SC. That sets the stage for here today, as we will take a look at the starting 11s for both sides in just a couple of seconds here, and let you know exactly who will be taking part in this matchup this afternoon. But John, 90 minutes, man. Legends on the line. A tale will be told. Somebody's going to walk away a champion, and someone's just going to walk away.
And it's two sides that play decidedly different styles. Detroit City FC, a finesse-based team that can play physical. Cleveland SC, a physical team that plays even more physical. These two teams know what it's about. They knew what it was about going into the semifinal. You saw it in the way they built up, saw it in their pre-match warm-up today. They know what it's like to play in a championship match. There's nothing quite like it. Going to be a fun 90 minutes, my friend.
As far as the 11s go, there is the lineup for Cleveland SC. Of course, all eyes will be on number 9, Vinny Bell. He scored 4 goals in the semifinal first matchup. He was a man on a mission.
He was indeed. Great job to find space. Great job to beat his marker on several occasions. He's very strong in the air. Look to deny aerial service to him. That's how he likes to make his money.
No question about that. He certainly was a force for Detroit City FC. On the other hand, not much has changed, and why would it, to be quite honest with you?
Same as it ever was. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. The same 11. They've gotten Detroit City FC to this point, a 12-match league unbeaten streak now, going for lucky 13, and the second regional championship in the history of Keyworth Stadium. Here we go, partner.
Absolutely. We are ready to get things going. Vinny Bell, you see in your screen, as well as Sean Lawson, the pair of 9s that have been factors all season long. Of course, Sean Lawson, the leading goal scorer in all of the Midwest region. Who will be a champion? We're going to play 90 minutes, maybe more, and we will find out. We are underway at historic Keyworth Stadium, the NPSL Midwest Regional Championship. Neil Rule, John Krieger with you, and as always, our Watch City stream brought to you by Baker College.
Neil, let's get right to this. The same style for both teams. 3-5-2 on both sides of the ball. They trust in their center backs. They're going to try to win the battle in midfield and set up their target men. It's Lawson and Bell. The big key for today's game, quite simply, the referee. 7 players yellow carded for Cleveland SC in their semifinal match. One of them sent off in Admir Solgovic. And so it's going to be very interesting to see how they deal with what the standard is today and how that standard is called, how much rough play they're allowed to get away with.
As you can see by your television, computer, or mobile phone screen right now, take a guess which way the wind is blowing across the pitch. Coming right at the camera. Early on, Cleveland SC trying to go to Antonio Manfoot, as they did a good portion on Friday. Jalen Chrysler won the match's first battle. Your kickoff weather here at Keyworth Stadium. Opening kick, 76 degrees, overcast. The sun is expected to win the battle as the match goes on. We are looking to top out at about 79 or 80 degrees, which is roughly 15 to 18 degrees cooler than it was on Friday. Shouldn't be a factor in terms of heat today.
That'll be better for conditioning, but I'll tell you what, it's all about how you recovered yesterday from Friday. That'll transition into today's game. Now, we saw the first foul of the game there, little touch foul, not exactly the most physical of challenges. The player goes down, and the foul is called, and so DCFC have the free kick. And already after that first whistle, there was some hopping around from the Cleveland SC side. They don't like the way that the Midwest region officials call the game of soccer. They think it should be more physical. That's playing the way their manager would have them play. He's a Yorkshireman from Leeds. He's a Newcastle United fan. Up in that part of England, they are known for challenges that, as they say, leave a little bit on the fella you're challenging. That's not something it looks like they're going to be able to get away with again here earlier today.
Jalen Chrysler service up ahead looking for Danny Deacon. Will Perkins will knock it down, but it's over the line. Today's officiating crew, the head referee, the man that will be under the microscope, no question about it, Carter Bronchu, the assistant referee, Joe Suchowski, the second assistant, Jacob Little, and the fourth official, David Eberlein. And you see already, we all know what's at stake. As you can tell, the verbal altercations have started. This is going to be a fun, 87 minutes and change left in this one.
Neither side having any of it.
Direct ball up ahead, looking for Danny Deacon. Popped up in the air. Deacon tried to settle it down for Max Todd.
Nice close down there.
Jadida did the job. Here's Bakey Goodman, his first touch. Goodman has it touched away by Alex Naguki. Naguki, former Horizon League first teamer at Cleveland State University. He was the holding mid for a Cleveland State Vikings team that led the Horizon League in goals against back in 2016.
If you're watching at home and want to get a little analytical, you'll know City is having a good day if when you are watching players go through midfield, no more, unless they're in space, no more than 2 or 3 strides with the ball without delivering it to someone else, either forward or backward. City plays its best game when they're constantly moving the ball. If you see too much time over the ball, you're going to allow the physical defenders and physical midfielders of Cleveland SC to close down on it. 1, 2, 3, and touch.
Sean Lawson with some wizardry to find Deacon. Jadida service in, looking for Will Perkins over the top of everyone. But a throw-in coming up to Detroit City. Really the deepest penetration into the final third by either side so far. And they will back it out to Stephen Carroll, the Blacker Award winner from last season for Detroit City. Derazic played it away, and now it's cleared back up towards midfield. Musa Guille will settle things down.
Now, Neil, we talked about the fact that both of these sides are playing a 3-5-2. What we didn't talk about yet is that both of these sides approach the 3-5-2 differently. I talk about the tic-tac-toe style of City, much more direct from Cleveland SC. They will try to find Bell. He's going to constantly stay between either Guille and Carroll or Chrysler and Carroll to try to beat the offside trap. He's going to use that front shoulder and try to lean in. A lot of direct balls.
Ball cleared out one more time. Jadida gave it a look, but Vinny Bell double marked at midfield. So we're just about 6 minutes in. John Krieger, your thoughts, impressions as to what you see out there so far. Cleveland SC has made a commitment to defend, it looks like.
They have, and it's not real fluid from Cleveland SC or Detroit City FC right now. This is the feeling out period. City is seeing where the weak points are. They've tried to use both wings so far. That's a nice touch. And then a nice close down by Cleveland SC. Cleveland, they've set out their stall very early. They're going to go with a physical challenge on the back line, and they're going to try to get it up forward on a direct ball to Bell. Not much use of the wings so far. But really, they're just both sides trying to find out where the weak points are.
Good switch by Tom Beck. Of course, he was the hero for Cleveland SC. Equalized the match in the 90th minute on Friday. Then it was the Vinny Bell show in extra time that closed things down. Cross sent into the 18. That rings off. the crossbar. Boy, Hunter Morse, the keeper for Detroit City FC, a bit fooled.
Well, he did all he could. He ought to kiss that post somewhere while the ball's down the other half, because the upper 90 gave him a little help.
So Cleveland SC with the most dangerous opportunity of the match so far. Throw in coming up. Chris Saveco, here's another look at it.
Wow, that's perfect placement. About a half a foot off, or it would have been 1-0 nothing. Hunter Morris can do.
That would have been a dream start for Cleveland SC.
Absolutely, sucked the air out of this place.
No question.
Northern Guard already in full voice today.
Here comes Tom Beck, the MPSL National Player of the Week for Week 3. As we said, the hero on Friday. Not much going on with the throw, but we will try it again.
Worth noting, speaking of national honors, the Region 11s released this week. Musa Guille and Becky Goodman on for Detroit City FC. Mario Musa for Cleveland SC. What I want to know is how the leading scorer in the Great Lakes Conference didn't get one of the 3 forward spots on the Midwest Region 11. No honors for Sean Lawson. That, I think, is a travesty.
Well, he was only the 5th best goal scorer in the country.
Yeah, so of course doesn't belong on his Region 11.
If you're into little details.
So there's my my vote there.
There's your soapbox.
Yeah.
Soapbox statement complete. Direct your response to @John Krieger, not @Neil Rule, please. Thank you very much. We move on. 9th minute, no score here in Hamtramck. Corbin McAvenue. McAvenue's presence in the match on Friday increased as the minutes went on.
One thing to note, Neil, is that Cleveland is a closing team. They got better in the second half. Granted, Rochester may have been tired after their rough week, but Cleveland didn't quit. They scored 2 goals in the final 10 minutes of regulation to send it to extra time, and then scored 3 goals in extra time.
Service sent in towards the 18. That was headed on frame by Tom Beck. Hunter Morse reaches out, makes the grab with little difficulty. But I will say this, Cleveland SC in the last 3 minutes has really flipped the script on Detroit City FC.
Yeah, they're tightening the screws a little bit. Better play from them in possession, using pace that we didn't necessarily see against Rochester on Friday.
And here comes Jadida. Out to Max Todd. Todd, a left foot strike just wide of the right post.
Well, he had to cut it across the body with the foot, and sometimes that'll cause it in the direction to spin in the direction that your foot contacts. And watch Todd here. Puts it in, and it spins just wide. Some spin after it checked up on the Keyworth turf. But the nutbag by Jadida, brilliant, out to the side.
Tendai Jadida has really come on as of late. Played for the Cincinnati Dutch Lions last year of USL League 2. A native of Zimbabwe. That whistle will go against Le Diop.
So that's 1 foul for either side. Both of them not particularly physical contact. So that should send a message to both teams here today that if the standard stays consistent, anytime that you take a player off his path, if that player goes down, expect a whistle. Let's see how consistent that stays.
Tom Beck will head that one towards the frame again. This time Hunter Morse lets it lie as it goes wide of the post, but some very good service from Colton Long, and Tom Beck, the target here for Cleveland early on.
Colton is, by his own supporters' admission, a player that runs rather hot. Very good player, but very emotional player.
Throughout the afternoon, we take your tweets with the hashtag WatchCity. Becky Goodman sends it in for Max Todd. Todd works it, curls it just over top of the crossbar. But John Max Todd is buzzing the tower.
Couple touches early, beautiful touches, not far off. Todd does a nice job to tee himself up, Nice job to use the body, get back in, then just plant and go. That kind of quick release on a shot makes it tough for a defender to know really how to play you, because you show that you can shoot with a touch and a half. That makes it very tough for the center back that's tasked with marking him.
Vinny Bell collides with Lay Diop. Manfoot sends it across to Beck. Beck on the move. His shot is blocked. Bakey Goodman attempted to counter. And John, as we have Vinny Bell, I believe, down on the pitch on the far sideline, Cleveland SC has moved a man forward.
They have.
They've committed to the attack.
They have moved out of that, that 3-5-2 is kind of the center back's gone forward, and as a result, you see Beck up forward, taking more forward rolls with Bell. Friday, it was much more just Bell up top. Now they're trying to split the defensive pair, the defensive trio for City, putting a little more pressure on. And Vinny Bell looks like he took a knock to the face. That's a head-to-head or elbow-to-head contact. No real foul, but that'll leave a mark.
No question about it. The next time you come to Keyworth Stadium, be sure to take advantage of Wheelhouse Detroit's free bike valet. Check out wheelhousedetroit.com to learn more about the best tours of Detroit on two wheels. Get to a couple tweets with the hashtag WatchCity. Grant tweets to us, "Let's do this, watching live from Tennessee." Our good buddy at GusMacker1, who made the trip up from Key Largo. He's here in attendance. Let's do this, Watch City. Shout out to Mama Maggie watching in North Carolina. I'm a big Mama Maggie fan, so anytime I get a chance to shout her out, I'm going to. Also a special hello to Stephen James, the brother of the one, the only Trevor James, watching in Norwich, England. Dinner match for them. They don't have to stay up so late.
Not at all. That's prime viewing time.
Absolutely. So hello to everyone from the James family watching here this afternoon. Of course, Trevor James in his first season with Detroit City FC, spent 10 years in the MLS as an assistant coach for the LA Galaxy, Portland Timbers, and also the director of scouting for Chicago Fire, among other clubs he's worked for. You may know some of the names.
Barcelona, the England national team. Yeah, he's been around.
He's been around a little bit. And there is a look at Trevor James. Of course, to the Northern Guard, he has a different nickname. That we're a family production here, so I will not bring that up right now. Your Watch City stream brought to you by Baker College. As Vinny Bell being tended to by the Henry Ford athletic trainers.
The important part of what Trevor James has done here, he didn't try, and I said this on Friday and I'll say it again, he didn't try to change the culture of what this club is when he came in. He has gone out of his way, he and his family have gone out of way this year to assimilate themselves into what City does, not expect people to adapt to him. And the players and the fans have responded to that, and that's a wonderful thing.
Lay Diop takes it away. Looks for Danny Deacon. Vinny Bell, in the meantime, has come back onto the pitch. Boy, Bree Gauna's celebrity status continues. The most featured person from Friday's broadcast. Athletic trainer for Detroit City FC.
And doing yeoman's work, by the way.
No question.
With the injuries in extra time and then taping up the players for the next match.
The cramping that was going on as well.
Great ball movement here from City. Little heavy touch there, but getting that quick, rapid tic-tac-toe style. Advancing the ball up the pitch. Wrong footing Cleveland SC defenders. And just like Cleveland SC now, it's Guillet and Stephen Carroll back. And either Guillet or Chrysler will come forward anytime City are in possession.
Here's Will Perkins with some space. Perkins hesitates, drives across, a little too much mustard on the hot dog, over top of everyone.
Okay, 15 minutes in, Neil. Both sides better than they were on Friday, I think, in the early going. City came out, had early chances, but City have come out here against a more physical team and held their own.
Oh, Sean Lawson just out of his reach. He nearly settled it down with the toe before Mario Musa made the grab. More tweets coming in with the hashtag Watch City at Powder Toast. What better way to spend a Sunday than watch a Detroit City FC get a championship? Steve Treppa watching from Grand Haven. NGS Hogs as well with NJS. J. Doc always watching from Kansas City. Portland, Oregon checking in. The Nevin Nunes Soccer Cow. Lex Alamode, I'm somewhere in Ohio on my way to see Grant in Tennessee. We appreciate it all. Ferris Khan checking in as well, watching in Lisbon, Portugal. Lady up, touches it through to Sean Lawson, tried the 1-2. And John, I'll tell you what Cleveland SC has done well against Detroit City so far here this afternoon. The joy that we've seen DCFC have out on the wings has been non-existent through the first 17 minutes and change.
No, they have spread the field very wide. The defenders, the midfielders have spread themselves wide. And what's more, they are a much more aggressively pressing team than Minneapolis City was against Detroit City on Friday night. Cleveland SC has taken a page from Kalamazoo, from Grand Rapids, to know that the way to defend City is to not sit back and react, but to be proactive and force City to make a play on the ball and make a decision because you're coming at them. They're trying to take that, the time that City has to pick their head up and make a pass away from them. It's a much more aggressive, and that's why Sean Lawson got dispossessed there.
And McAvenue tried to find Vinny Bell. Vinny Bell wasn't quite prepared to make that run, so Hunter Morse will clean it up. At Johnny DCTID, watching from Durham, England, heading home from a conference. So excited to see the greatest club hopefully celebrate a championship.
So piggybacking on that, Neil, how do you beat that if you're City, knowing that Cleveland SC is going to come at you quicker? Well, you got to pick your head up as you're receiving the ball. You can't take a touch and then figure out who's open. Got to keep your head up, got to be looking, both when you receive the ball and ready to get it out of there. When you take a touch, you look down at the ball, you kind of steady yourself, you allow Cleveland SC to come in and close. It's got to be a much more, all right, I have it, where am I going next?
Will Perkins will shepherd that one over the touchline, a throw-in coming up. We have some representation from the 216 checking in as well. Former AFC Cleveland midfielder Mikey McLaughlin watching from Nottingham, England.
That man will know what it was like to play in a Rust Belt derby.
No question.
Of course, AFC Cleveland folded a couple of years ago. Cleveland SC, a new NPSL organization. So not exactly the same roots, but the same sporting spirit of both cities. Wow, that's great marking. Tendai Jadida was absolutely covered like a glove.
Antonio Manfoot tried to charge ahead. That pass was knocked down by Musa Guille. Bakey Goodman directing traffic. Max Todd had Jadida on the wing, elected to circle the wagons. Todd in the middle. Boy, there are 8 defenders across really 2 lines that are only about 8 yards apart.
Cleveland really collapsing on the ball right now. And then on the counter, look how quickly they got out and attack.
Vinny Bell. His cross played over the line. Vinny Bell to throw it in. Former Division III All-American, 2-time D3 All-American at Case Western. A tremendous program they have out there. They win a ton of matches. Antonio Manfoot gives it a go. Hunter Morse closes the door.
That's
Boy,
a great
Antonio Manfoot absolutely blistered one.
That's a great job by Morse. Made the body big, knew where his post was. Gets out, punches away with a low-risk punch. Steady hands behind it.
Antonio Manfoot, 6 seasons in professional indoor soccer, had 20 goals and 8 assists back in 2018 with the Syracuse Silver Knights, and he has it again. Threads a needle to Tom Beck. Beck working against Chrysler. His shot is blocked. Bakey Goodman touches it to Todd. Goodman to Lawson. Lawson to the middle. Diop to Todd. Detroit City FC piecing this possession together. Oh, great anticipation by Sean Lawson. Doesn't come to fruition. 23rd minute, no score. Neil Rule, John Krieger with you. Folling Warehouse, the official pre-match bar of Detroit City FC. The next time you come to a Detroit City FC home match, be sure to stop by the Folling Warehouse beforehand to take part in the official march to the match.
Colton Long screaming for his team to get the ball on the far wing. He's pointed up there twice. He wants it out on that far wing, and he wants to move up the far wing. I wouldn't be surprised to see a direct ball out there, out wide.
That foul goes against Lay Diop. Started 6 matches for Orlando City's U19 team in 2018. Scored a goal against Kalamazoo earlier this year. More tweets with the hashtag WatchCity. At Big M Fan 14, I'm at a Starbucks in Princeton, escaping this 95-degree heat. We had that on Friday here. Fortunately, it has run its course. Service in, Hunter Morse will make the grab, but Chris Savenko has been a factor for Cleveland SC.
That's a great run down the far touchline. Absolutely beats his defender. And some good service in.
We were talking about Vinny Bell, the former multiple-time Division III All-American. Chris Savenko, second-team Division III All-American as a junior. Was a three-time All-First-Team Conference performer, also at Case Western. Here's Will Perkins, the Michigan State Spartan, finds Max Todd. Danny Deacon. Drafted in 2017 by Orlando City by Orlando City in the third round, the MLS Super Draft.
Nice job by Bakey to flip Manfoot there.
Musagie. Deep into the right corner, Max Todd. Todd's cross is blocked. Advantage was given, and the whistle goes against Lay Diop. And John, Diop's been hit with a couple of foul calls here in the early going. He has not shied away from the physicality.
You know, I'm not sure that a foul was given there, Neil, because I didn't see a point from an official. I think they just stopped it because the player was down.
He is in the book.
Wow. So I didn't see the point. You're right. He did pick up the foul. All right, so Diop goes in the book.
26th minute for Lay Diop. We'll see how that affects his game.
And of course, then you saw that I thought the Cleveland players were swarming around the referee because there wasn't a foul. I didn't see the point right away. And then I think they were trying to get him sent off. Trying to argue for more than a yellow.
More tweets for the hashtag WatchCity. The DC Embassy is watching all along the East Coast. At Denver NGS, Denver is with you. Come on, City Boys. Likes Ram tweets at us, watching from England, hoping for a big result. Also, a massive fan of the line, too much mustard on the hot dog. And we'll be bringing that to English football. A good grab there in the crowd. Was that Dave DeWahey?
I think it was.
Dave DeWahey with the catch.
Pretty good catch by the former City player. Currently,
look at that grab.
Grosse Pointe Woods University Liggett head coach.
Oh, look at it. He style for the camera, too, with the thumbs up. Well played, Dave DeWahey. What a legend that cat is.
That's a good man.
What a legend.
I will forever remember watching him play. I think it was in the Venezia friendly that he got a chance to suit up.
And that ball came in. Hunter Morse makes the grab.
And I believe he was out there for the Glentoran friendly as well.
Victrola Mishmash on Twitter, still rocking the playoff sleeves. You know it's serious business when Victrola's got the playoff sleeves out. Here's Will Perkins. Sean Lawson. Lawson, the cross, and in time! The save is made, and it trickles just wide of the left post. Mario Musa put to the ultimate test, and he passed.
Well, that's why that man is the Midwest Region 11 goalkeeper. Because Lawson here, great job, gets some space. Little 1-2 back to him, great service. And the header down, and half a hand is all Musa got on that.
Side kick attempt sent over top by Stephen Carroll. Boy, Mario Musa saving the day so far for Cleveland SC.
You know, it's almost like the yellow card woke Detroit City up again. Got them buzzing. That is the best sustained attack that we've seen from City so far. A couple of good attempts on goal. And an all-world save by Musa keeps this scoreless. Mark of respect, by the way, that Detroit City has for the front duo of Beck and Vinny Bell. Normally you'll see when the ball goes down the wing like it is now, one of the center backs will creep forward, one of the three in defense. None of them. They're all staying back right now. It is a three-man back line. They're letting the front seven do their job. And Chrysler staying right with Vinny Bell, who's on the near side wing.
Lay Diop to the left side. Detroit City FC is excited to have Henry Ford Health System as the official sports medicine provider of DCFC. Learn more at henryford.com. We move into the 30th minute. Neil Rule, John Krieger with you. And John, it's been a good punch-counter-punch match. Both sides have taken their turns at running or controlling the run of play.
And both sides have made good plays in defense to end that punch-counter-punch and the ability to spring out and attack. I'm impressed, very impressed, by the back lines of both clubs. I'm impressed by the forward pair of both clubs.
Sean Lawson in the middle.
These are two, you know, this is the number 1 and number 2 seed in the region, and they're playing like it. I still would like to see Detroit City be a little quicker moving the ball. You can see they're trying to do it, and they've had some success. I would like them to pick that up just a little bit.
That ball slides out to the middle. Chrysler trying to close, but Beck won the race temporarily.
Well, and let's go further on that. Chrysler was going to close, saw he was going to lose, and did the heady thing of stepping back. That's the equivalent of playing a base hit on a hop instead of trying to dive and let the ball go to the wall.
Ball sent in for Beck, and Beck will win a corner for Cleveland SC. Detroit City FC, John, interesting in the midfield there, came a bit unglued that allowed that possession to continue.
The formation collapsed a little bit. That's what can happen when you have a ball kind of in central midfield and you don't have someone, you have a center back come up and try to close on it, then they need to get back into position. The midfielder doesn't take the ball, and all of a sudden you open a passing lane and a way to get down the wing.
Stephen Carroll surveying the scene. Was a GLIAC Defensive Player of the Year at Davenport. Manfoot's corner. Sent towards the back post. Bell sets it up back over top of the crossbar. Perfect execution from Cleveland SC. The only thing lacking in the finish.
Okay, here's the thing about their corner set piece. You watch the ball come in. It's not the first man. It's always the second man. And what they lull defenses into doing is to marking the man that's standing in the 6-yard box. The target of those set pieces to the far post is the second man, who's coming in from about 12 yards out. That's where Vinny Bell likes to lurk. And he counts on defenders that the service is dropped just near enough to them that it's a bit of a dummy.
Can Perkins get on the end of it? He cannot. It just worked its way over the line. More tweets for the hashtag Watch City. Pat's Code tweets at us. I'm on a charter bus to Devils Lake, North Dakota, watching Detroit City for the MPSL final. Chris Fenwick watching from the land of the Jacksonville Armada. Might have a lot of DCFC fans here if Le Rouge win and go on to face Miami FC. Bride tweets at us from Glen Ellen, Illinois. Finn's mommy, it's nap time for the kiddos, but I'm still trying to watch City. Keep it on mute. That's the
I was
best
going
way
to say,
to do
if
it.
City scores, just don't scream too loudly.
We're more than a third of the way through this one. Musagie, Jadida tried to find Deacon, and Manfoot will take it away. Manfoot trying to win the race.
And he does.
He does. Manfoot inside the 18. Goes off the edge of his toe. Get Detroit City counter. Whistle and the foul will go
Booking.
against Saveco, and the card will be issued. So the yellows even at 1 apiece. Saveco does not like it.
He caught the back of his leg. Absolutely. "34th minute, Saveco in the book. Now, if I'm Detroit City, I run right at him. He's irritated. He was chirping at the referee. If you get the opportunity, find him, run at him. Make him make a decision.
Very gingerly, Stephen Carroll will get to his feet.
You're going to have to drag him out of this match.
I think that goes for everybody out there.
Yep.
Carroll trying to walk it off. Was an NAIA honorable mention All-American as a freshman during his time at Martin Methodist. Carroll saying, hey man, I was back here trying to walk it off.
Getting me involved in the game.
Musagie sent it right back to him.
They want to get it, nice, easy touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's worked both feet now. Right back into it.
Bakey Goodman.
That's a nice
connect
cutout.
with Jadida. Here's Manfoot again. Jalen Chrysler steps up. Vinny Bell couldn't get on the end of it. But again, Cleveland SC committing 7 behind the ball at midfield.
And that's a good adjustment by them. They know City likes to move the ball. You move the ball, you need passing lanes. Tough to have passing lanes when you have 7 bodies to work around.
It's been interesting, too, to watch them with Ryan Osborne, their head coach, who during his playing days played for West Virginia Chaos of the PDL. It's been interesting to see they are committed to defending, but they are picking their spots to attack at the same time. They played a very, very strong 35 minutes plus.
It's a similar thing to what Eric Rudland does at AFC Ann Arbor. When they are in defense, they'll pack it in.
Diop still with it. Last line of defense stands tall, and Colton Long.
When they're in defense, they'll pack it in. But there are 1 or 2 players that know in the training, minute we get the ball, go. And that's a beautiful close down. Little pull of the shirt there. And Lawson goes over, but that's just a good play by Colton Long.
And it had to be. He was the last line of defense.
Yep.
Boy, and here comes another foot race. Boy, look at the speed from Manfoot.
Oh, what a
Diop.
cutout.
Diop cut it out over the line, but Manfoot did win the throw.
And they're going to argue that there should have been a foul. The chirping continues. And every time Saveco now touches the ball, the Northern Guard are going to let him know it.
And here we go again. Savenko tosses it in, looking for Vinny Bell. Tremendous cycle clearance. Gets a nice hand from the crowd here at Keyworth Stadium.
And you'll take that. Just move it up the field. Let the defense stretch a little bit. Make Cleveland reset. Oh, look at how far apart from each other Bell and Beck are. They are forcing that back three for City to respect touchline to touchline. And they're forcing one of the midfield five in Perkins to come back and be an extra marker in defense.
Boy, Savenko, though, playing through the ire of this crowd here at Keyworth. He's having a good go of it over the last 3-4 minutes as he wins a corner.
Very pacey and good on the ball. Now, watch the far post on this corner. There'll be a guy that comes in late, and if they choose to go far post with it, it's the second guy. It's Beck lurking out there you want to watch for.
That's headed over short. Top by Alex Naguki. So the goal kick upcoming. More tweets with the hashtag WatchCity. At Zad77 back home in Grand Rapids from a vacation in Traverse City. Wouldn't miss the DCFC regional final.
Nice job to get up in the air and win the header on the corner for City. Or win the position for City that forced the ball to go over the bar.
Challenge by Coney Yarzik.
Very even first half, Neil. This is befitting a regional championship game. Good adjustments, and we've seen adjustments on the fly from both sides.
Danny Deacon to Jadida. Jadida's cross got through. It's in the back of the net. Who else but Sean Lawson, one of the best goal scorers in the country. Fact, not opinion.
Neil, give Danny Deacon a gold star for knowing he didn't have time to collect the ball. If the replay is back far enough, you'll see the ball come to Deacon and a defender closing him down. And instead of trying to collect and turn, Deacon just brushed it out to the side because he picked up his head and saw Jadida on the run. If Deacon tries to control it, this doesn't happen. Watch Deacon. Touched, boom, gone. If he tries to control that, Jadida doesn't get near it and City doesn't lead. That's Danny Deacon's goal. Lawson finished it, but Deacon started it with the smart, heady play not to control it in midfield and send it out wide. And then you get the beautiful service from Jadida, and Lawson doesn't miss those.
What touch, too, by Sean Lawson in a high traffic area. The angle was not in his favor, but it doesn't matter. He's one of the best in all the MPSL at it. And we saw it again, second goal in as many Midwest Regional semifinal matches into the finals as well. And now we will have a bit of a smoke delay, a heavy chance of smoke after a Detroit City FC goal.
A 100% chance. Let's take another look at this goal. Watch Deacon here. Gets it back. Doesn't control it. See, he knows that touch was too heavy. So all he did was brush it out wide to Jadida. And then Jadida sees that he has a lane, puts it on the ground, and Lawson doesn't miss. That is entirely Danny Deacon realizing that he was too far away from that ball and sending it out wide. That's just brilliant decision making. Always having your head up, seeing the guy make the run, giving Jadida the chance to feed Lawson. And Lawson does what Lawson does.
Watch City Twitter feed. Going nuts right now, as you might expect. Sean Lawson with some magic. In the 40th minute, looking to answer. Cleveland SC, though, undaunted. Alex Naguki's attempt blocked over for a corner.
Neil, the next 10 minutes of this match may well decide it. The biggest thing for City is to not allow a response. the most vulnerable the team is the 4 or 5 minutes after they score a goal. You've had the elation of scoring the goal. You got to get back and grind through the gears again. City need to get to the locker room at least leading 1-0 and then come out strong in the second half. Back on the near post, Bell on the far post.
This one goes towards the back post. Vinny Bell up in the air. 50-50 ball trickles in, and Hunter Morse will make the grab on the line.
And Savakos whining at the official after he went in the air and lost the battle.
More tweets with the hashtag Watch City at Team Gentry. Can we just bronze Sean Lawson's boots already? Hashtag GOAT. The former Oakland Golden Grizzly making a pitch for GOAT status now.
Pitch? I'm telling you. In terms of forwards, it's tough to find someone that beats number 9.
And there is an energy restored here in Keyworth Stadium. Chrysler against Manfoot. Manfoot wins that battle. Manfoot's cross played out. Corner upcoming. Cleveland SC, though, no question about it, John, has answered the bell. They are dominating the last few moments since the goal was scored.
You know what? Just like the yellow card woke City up a little bit when Lay Diop took it, the goal, I think, has snapped Cleveland back to life. Now, where's Beck and Bell? They're both on the same side. I'm betting this header is going to go over Beck's head to Bell near that far post. This is the same lineup they used on the goal that was scored in stoppage time. You line Beck and Bell up near each other, and you put the ball over one and to the other.
Tom Beck right now having conversations with the official. Corner set in. Stephen Carroll wins the battle. There's a bicycle attempt. Morse goes down to the turf and makes a catch, and Morse had to have it. I believe that was Colton Long that was standing right on the doorstep waiting to pounce on any miscue.
That is a tougher save than it might have originally looked. Not the best clearance. Great bicycle, low across the body. Hunter goes down and collects it well. High boot there. Coming up on the end of the first half. See how many stoppage time minutes we'll have.
Remember, Lyft is the official rideshare partner of Detroit City FC. Be sure to take a Lyft the next time you come to a match here at Keyworth.
Looks like 4 minutes at the end. That's more first half stoppage time than I've seen in a while. Did have a couple of injuries, but well, good to know the middle referee is adequately stopping the clock.
Quick throw in. Comes to Alex Naguki.
Great
McAvenue.
challenge by Bakey Goodman.
Here's
but a better
Manfoot
one.
again. Curls it inside the 18. That pass nearly found its mark, and it did.
Oh boy.
Bakey Goodman is taken down by Tom Beck.
And I think that's just Beck's physicality going through him. I'm not quite sure from the look of it. That's a great job there, by the way, by Musa Guille to muscle his man off the ball legally.
Over the top of Manfoot here, Sean Lawson.
Drop that off to Perkins. If you can get it out, go inside.
Finds Bakey Goodman in the middle. Max Todd. Jadida scoops one up to Todd. Here's Max Todd working his way in, taken down right away. The point to the spot. In stoppage time of the first half. possibly a pending disaster for Cleveland SC. Looked like Max Todd was clearly taken down. Let's
Look at
check
the
the
back
replay
heel.
brought to you by Baker College.
Comes in. Another great back heel. Oh, yeah.
Colton Long got him.
He went in with the studs up and a reckless leg. When you're the last man and you do that, that's an easy decision. He put his life in the referee's hands, and the referee took it. Great job by our camera crew to get that shot.
So here is Max Todd from the spot. Huge spot in this match. City already up 1-0.
Todd against the region's best keeper, according to the 11.
Can Todd deliver? Of course, 2-0 City.
Maximum Todd does it again. 2 for 2 in pins on the weekend. And 2-0 to the good for Le Rouge. And a beautiful job by Todd to wait. Musa made the move first. You can see he's waiting for the referee, then he checks Musa. Confident stride, Musa went first. That's easy for the striker to slot it in behind. Cool as you like. 2-0, Detroit City. And the middle.
John, a strong first 40 minutes or so for Cleveland SC has turned into a disaster as we head towards halftime.
41st minute goal for Lawson, stoppage time goal for Todd, and the first half in the books. And it's a dream finish to it for Trevor James's club.
And Cleveland SC has a shell-shocked look on their face as they make their way back to the locker room. But Max Todd, the man in your screen, and we talk about Sean Lawson, rightly so, one of the very best goal scorers in the country, but Max Todd, pretty damn good himself.
You know, and I loved his composure on the pen. He knew what was at stake, and just like he did Friday night, just breathe, evaluate, wait for the keeper. Musa was already irritated. He was out chirping at the officials. He wanted to make the move and make the save. And Todd said, no, I'm going the other way.
So we will take the halftime break, come back into the second half. Detroit City FC with a 2-0 lead. We'll be back with more. This is the Watch City Stream brought to you by Baker College.
Who are you? Think about it. Is who you are now who you were meant to be? At Baker College, we want to help you be more. More curious, more productive, more effective, and be more successful at it all. We can help you be more prepared for the future and more inspiring to future generations. The world is full of opportunities to be more than the status quo. The question is, are you ready to be more? Who are you? Think about it. Is who you are now who you were meant to be? At Baker College, we want to help you be more. More curious, more productive, more effective, and be more successful at it all. We can help you be more prepared for the future and more inspiring to future generations. The world is full of opportunities to be more than the status quo. The question is, are you ready to be more?
Welcome back inside historic Keyworth Stadium. The second half ready to be tapped here in Hamtramck. Neil Rule, John Krieger back with you. 2-0. Detroit City has the lead. And let's take a look at how we got here.
Beautiful touch from Danny Deacon and a give and go back. Service to the outside. And Sean Lawson doesn't miss.
Next up for City, Max Todd would convert a penalty. And John, this was right before stoppage time ended. Just a backbreaker for Cleveland SC.
And a beautiful job by Todd to make Mario Musa move first and then slot it in the other corner. And that's a demoralizer going into the dressing room for Cleveland SC. Now, in fairness, Neil, this is a veteran group wearing orange kit today. They were down 3-1 in the semifinal with 10 minutes to go and sent it to extra time and then scored 3 goals in the extra period. Yes, that was against a Rochester team that was tired and had gone through the ringer and a half. But anybody thinks a 2-goal lead is safe hasn't seen his team play. As of going into today in league play, including the playoffs, they have a goal differential of plus 22. So they know how to put balls in the back of the net. And Beck and Vinny Bell are still dangerous. These next 10 minutes vitally important for City to keep the pressure on to get maybe to the hour mark and then force Cleveland to try to chase the game.
We are underway. Second half. The NPSL Midwest Regional Championship on the line. City has that 2-0 lead. There's Sean Lawson. He scored the first one. Tendai Jadida along the touchline. The sun is out now in full force for the second half. Heat not expected to be a factor. Temperature supposed to top out 79, 80 degrees. A far cry from what we had here on Friday. Musa Guille will swing it back to Stephen Carroll. Vinny Bell up ahead. You see Antonio Manfoot on the far side of the screen. Tom Beck will be a factor. Vinny Bell. Those will be the targets. It's not a secret, John, what they're going to try to do.
Now what you have to do there, when you know that, you have to watch how wide Bell and Beck are. If they're within, say, the width of the penalty area, then you can guard them with 3 center backs. If not, you got to be willing to drop one of those midfield 5 to allow touchline to touchline coverage. Right now they're close to each other.
Here's Bakey Goodman to Sean Lawson. Danny Deacon. I see Michael Pimlott came in as a sub during the halftime break. Deacon looked for Max Todd. Deacon attempted to step through. Derazic took it away. Derazic played his college soccer at Cleveland State, Horizon League newcomer in 2011. Derazic had a goal against Rochester earlier in MPSL play. Jadida, Guille, Carroll.
Kervin Kenton, by the way, back in the squad list today in the 18. He was not in the eligible 18 for Friday's semifinal. Kervin Kenton is eligible today, and he would make a wonderful 65th minute sub if it is Still 2-0 at that point.
There you see really the first look at it, John. Michael Derazic played his way up. It's a challenge. Got a little higher, fell back. But this could be the beginning of what we'll see the rest of the way.
That little bit of press, that little extra body in midfield that tries to flip the balance of where midfield is further and further toward the city goal.
Beautiful ball sent across by Moussa Guille.
And a nice takeaway there. That's a heck of a job by the Cleveland player on the far touchline.
Derazic. Saveco for Bell, 1-2. Saveco gets it back. That slide played across by Coney Yarzik. Also played college soccer at Cleveland State. Was a Horizon League second team performer as a junior in 2015.
Much like Detroit City, drawing a lot from some pretty good college soccer programs in the area. Cleveland with Case Western and Cleveland State. And those schools, you got a lot of guys that know how to play the game.
Your Watch City Stream brought to you by the good folks at Baker College. Neil Rule, John Krieger with you. 50th minute.
Oh, Tendai Jadita wants the ball on the near touchline. And Guille isn't looking in his direction. But Saveco is the one tasked right now with marking Jadita when he comes up the wing. And I think that's a race Jadita can win. Here's a run now if they find him.
Pimlott goes to the middle. Danny Deacon's shot is blocked. Won't have enough steam, though, to make it over the goal line, I don't think, but it does.
Keyworth Turf helping a little bit there. Ran on Mario Musa. How big would a third here be? All right, let's see where the principals are. Carroll's going to draw a marker in the box. He's come all the way up. Guille, Bakey are up. Lawson, middle of the goal.
Max Todd to serve. Outswinger. Pimlott. That's blocked. Can Manfoot catch up to it? It's a race with Jadita.
That's going to be
and Jadita will be hit with a foul. Will that be it? No, it won't. There's a yellow attached to it. John, you could see that one coming.
Yep. And the reason you could see it coming is because, and this is where Pimlott, I think, needed to be a little smarter. The carom and the run out, Manfoot was gone, and Jadita had to just take him out. That's the danger of doing what Pimlott did, which is to just take a hoof at a wall, is if the wall does his job and blocks it, you're going to have a big carom, and you have two of your center backs in the box. And so now you catch up on it, and you got a midfielder playing rover, and Tendai Jadita has to draw the booking.
Vinny Bell flicks it on. Inside the 18, the shot is slotted home. Tom Beck in the 52nd minute. Cleveland SC back in with a shout.
Told you they weren't going away. That's a nice flick on, and that's City with their foot off the gas pedal for 2 minutes. And all of a sudden a flick on by Bell and a finish by Beck. And it's a one-goal game with 40 to go. '52nd minute for Beck.
It's Cleveland SC right back into this one. Danny Deacon in the middle. Here's Pimlott. Pimlott puts too much on it. Of course, it was Beck that saved the day for Cleveland SC with his equalizer in the 90th minute against Rochester on Friday. Here's Sean Lawson with some space. Deacon Todd up. Lawson hesitates. Cross sent towards the frame, and Musa makes the catch.
I think Sean was trying to do a lot there, and he had his head down on that run. There were other players in the box, but that's a striker just going, I got the ball, and I'm going to try to make something happen here. That is not the way Sean always plays. He's a very unselfish player. But that was, I've got it, and I'm going to try to go and make something happen. And by the time he picked his head up, it was a little too late.
Danny Deacon, wide to Lawson. Into Max Todd, it's off the post. Max Todd made a bid for a brace, thought he had it, and the ball just caromed off the left post.
Well, the left post has now helped both sides. Hunter Morse in about the 6th minute, and Mario Musa here.
Man foot to Vinny Bell. Bell can't control it. And will go out for a throw in the corner, just this close to a 3-1 lead.
And that's the unselfishness of Lawson, and a great header chance to get down by Todd and just cut it a little wide off the head, and it goes off the inside of the post. But that goes back to what we were talking about with Lawson on his last attempt. You see the unselfishness of Sean Lawson and his ability to provide service. That's the player he is.
Here's Beck again. That ball cleared out towards midfield. Colton Long sends it right back up. Header sent over the top.
Well, they're doing a really good job right now of just getting that ball back in the attacking third for them and making City's defenders respect that.
Pimlott touches that one back over. Another throw-in coming up. Saveco. Finds Vinny Bell. Bell's back heel. Touch back over the line. Throw up towards the top of the D. Bakey Goodman was ready for it. And now Bakey has some space.
That's a nice touch. Watch what he can do. Great delivery out to the wing.
Will Perkins winning the foot race. Perkins cross, tried to find Todd, couldn't get a lot on it.
Now they flip it to Tendai Jadida. He'll want it back on the wing if he can make a run. Called for it. Does Lawson see him? Didn't see him on the run.
Danny Deacon through the middle. Now Jadida has it. Jadida with some space. Jadida still with it. Dispossessed. Trickles across the line.
Oh, nice
Stephen
job by
Carroll,
Stephen Carroll.
very calmly playing that one up. Jadida one more time. He will send the switch across to Chrysler. Chrysler taken down. Antonio Manfoot.
He got a booking for dissent yesterday. Or rather Friday, we should say. And the referee has asked him to go away.
Manfoot was very vocal with the officials. As you said, Carter Brotru, the lead official, saying, all right, that's enough.
Leaving the leg in there. That's one of those leave it on him challenges.
So Pimlott, who came in to start the second half for Lay Diop, sends it up looking for Chrysler. Chrysler headed on Carroll. Loose right at the 6th line.
That's a shot to the side of the head by Manfoot there.
Sean Lawson. Double team comes. Lawson doesn't care. He gets fancy with it. Sends it towards the back post.
And look at Jalen Chrysler win that ball. Wow.
Perkins drops it off. Todd gives one a go. Skips up. Samario Musa, who makes the catch.
I think it scuffed on the turf a little bit for him. Took something off it. Yeah, just kind of skiffed a little bit on him.
We are getting Twitter check-ins from all over the world. Hawaii, LaGuardia, everywhere.
LaGuardia, otherwise known as the second circle of aviation hell.
That ball sent over the line. Now it's time to get you caught up with our weekly trivia presented by Fago. This week's question: what was Detroit City FC's goal differential during the 2019 NPSL League regular season? I'll have the answer for you coming up in just a few minutes.
I like City's response to the goal. Right back to what got him there. Good play, physical play.
Here's Deacon with Todd. Deacon curls it back post, nobody available.
That's a gift corner.
Absolutely it is. McAvenue took no chances and just sent it over the line.
He had plenty of time to corral that ball and clear it. That is a gift corner that City should take advantage of.
Got a special celebrity tweet sent to us. Brian Finnerty, the Goose, watching Detroit City FC from the couch, nursing the Achilles reconstruction. Go you City boys, hashtag Watch City. Brian, hope you're feeling better, man. I saw on social media what happened. Get better soon, my friend. Corner served in, headed by Chrysler. It's loose right on the 6. Cleveland SC will recover.
It's the second time a ball is hung tantalizingly close. Speaking of Finnerties, by the way, I saw a tweet, Owen Finnerty over with the Northern Guard today.
Here's Manfoot, he's onside. Manfoot inside the 18 will slot it home. We are level at 2.
From a complete City spell of possession, all of a sudden a deep ball out, and Manfoot wins the battle and tells the Northern Guard to be quiet. They won't take kindly to that. Gets in all the time in the world, cuts it back across Hunter Moore's. Nothing he could do.
Michael Pimlott could not catch up.
What I'd love to see is whether or not he was onside, but that's a ways back.
It's all to play for here now in Hamtramck. '61st minute. Detroit City FC now tested. How will they respond? All the momentum with the visitors. Beck's opening some space. Manfoot tried to find him and nearly did.
It's a dream 15 minute, just like the last 5 minutes of the first half, a dream finish for City. It's a dream start to the second half for Cleveland SC. The goal in the 51st and the goal in the 61st. And they are on the boil again.
Naguki goes wide to Beck. Jadida challenging Beck. Beck won that battle. Darazic gives, now gets. Naguki's cross found Bell.
And a nice job. I think that's Carroll in the middle that headed that away when Bell couldn't corral it.
Deacon with Lawson. Mickey Goodman sliding up towards that back line. Here's Banky Goodman with Perkins. Danny Deacon. Pimlott gives it away. Narazic looks for Vinny Bell. And Musa Guille plays it over the line. Throw in coming up.
The giveaway by Pimlott. He came on yesterday as a sub, and I know Lay Diop is on a card, but his electricity in midfield, I think it's something City's missing a little bit right now.
Tom Beck. Now Saveco again. He will cross looking for Bell! I believe Morse got a piece of it.
He did. Take a bow, Hunter Morse.
And a corner upcoming.
I think that might have been going wide as it was, but
Not in a position where you can take a chance.
nope. And now we got some cramping there in the area.
Jadida down on the pitch. Sean Lawson playing the part of athletic trainer, which I think he's qualified to do. Multiple years under former athletic trainer, great Tom Ford at Oakland University. Rubs off on you a little bit, I think.
Tell you what, that's one of the best people on this planet, Tom Ford.
Antonio Manfoot will trot over. Detroit City FC on their heels. Cleveland SC a storm back to level this match. Manfoot's corner headed in the air and cleared out by Guille. McAvenue drops it back. And get you the answer to this week's trivia question presented by Fago. What was DCFC's goal differential during the NPSL regular season? The answer, plus 33. That is your weekly trivia presented by Fago. City fans want that number to increase by one more.
City need to be much more composed in midfield. Use the wings again. Trying here. That's a nice touch.
Lawson to Deacon. Deacon to Todd. Feathers it through to back to Deacon. And a throw-in coming up for Detroit City. The pressure continues to mount. Colton Long having a discussion with the official.
Another discussion. That's been an unending dialogue. Nice control there by Jadida.
Bakey Goodman. One-two build up nicely. Jadida gets it back. That cross off the defender.
Oh, that's a smart play by Guille. To just use the body to shield Vinny Bell.
Danny Deacon towards the back post, just over top of Max Todd, who was in prime position yet again, trying to collect a brace.
That was a sweet ball from Danny Deacon. Just a little bit behind his target. You could see it spinning in the air, and Todd had taken the run a little too deep. Be very interesting to see here. City have made one sub with Pimlett coming on at halftime. I think it's changed their play in midfield. We're in the 68th minute. Now what's the card you play next?
You and I discussed, of course, Kervin Kenton has had the ability to be a game changer.
I think the
especially out on that wing.
The match is screaming out for Kervin to come in on one of the wings.
Becky Goodman goes to Danny Deacon. As the match takes yet another swing, Detroit City FC settling in now, enjoying the run of possession.
That is an underrated little cutout there by City.
Boy, Jadita almost caught up to that. I thought there was no chance he would get there when he started his run, but he very nearly did.
Looks like we have a Cleveland player down there waiting to come in. That's Naguki, who I think got some treatment. No, check that. That's not on your roster.
Yep, player that's not on the roster.
88.
'70th minute turns to the 71st. Max Todd hit with that foul call. This will be a dangerous setup.
This is prime to just pop one to one of the posts and try to have Bell or Beck get on the end of it.
It's a straight on from roughly 25, 30 yards. See which way Cleveland SC wants to go. Antonio Manfoot is over it. Derazic as well. And it will be Antonio Manfoot's show. It's blocked by the wall. Chanchar sends it up towards the left side of the 18. Cleveland SC very deliberate here with this throw attempt. They were the Eastern Conference Division champions, got a 6-4 win over Rochester on Friday. In a come-from-behind effort, they were down 2 goals on multiple occasions. Detroit City FC, of course, champions of the Great Lakes Conference Division. They beat Minneapolis City SC 2-0 on Friday night. In the 18, it's loose. Morse
was fouled.
Couldn't make the grab, and the foul was called.
Those dangerous balls that just kind of drop straight down. Good job by the official to see the foul.
Makey Goodman brings it out wide, and Will Perkins unable to control it.
So far, Trevor James doesn't look set to make any changes. 18 minutes of regulation to go. If we're level, it's 30 minutes of extra time. And then the thing everybody hates.
Cleveland SC once again very deliberate with their throws.
And we've got some extracurriculars. Oh, don't be shoving. Don't give the official a chance to book you.
Vinny Bell in the mix as well. You think a Midwest Regional Championships on the line out there?
See who, if anybody, gets bookings. The assistant on that side is over talking with the official. They're going to have a chat.
It doesn't look like there's going to be any fallout. From the scruff.
Well, this is the official that would have seen the backside assistant would have been watching for extracurriculars. Looks like there's going to be, it's a red card. He's gone. Again, that's the backside official that saw the extracurriculars. That's his job on a play like that. And he saw something. That's the assistant going over, rightly, having seen something and giving him his marching orders.
And who did get the red card?
Wait, that's on City? He showed it to a Cleveland player. Or both.
And we'll wait for the official word as to what happened here. But Will Perkins making his way towards the City bench.
So it looks like Beck is gone.
And Perkins.
So 2 red cards. I didn't see what Will Perkins did.
So Tom Beck, who had a goal in the 52nd minute, will be a spectator the rest of the way, as will Will Perkins.
So he calls over Beck. He sees it, and so he does give it both. And those were both straight reds. So there had to be an episode of violent conduct. And we're 10v10.
So, the scenarios have certainly changed. 10v10, John Krieger. There will be some more space out there on the Keyworth pitch. Where do we go from here?
Well, I think that's advantage Detroit City. If I had to pick a player that City could adjust to being without and change the shape, it might have been Perkins. You never like to see anybody sent off, but clearly one of their 2 best attackers for Cleveland SC going off. That's a huge thing, and if you trade one for the other, that's a trade that marginally probably plays in Detroit City's favor, because now you can double mark Vinny Bell. So we're 10v10. Let's take a look at the way it shapes up. And now Manfoot gets called for a foul.
Manfoot with the undercut of Jalen Chrysler.
This is going to get real chippy real fast.
And City will restart it quickly. Dig in, everyone. 78th minute. We're 10v10 with a regional championship on the line. Neil Rule, John Krieger with you. Happy to have you along. Vinny Bell catches up to it, and the stop is made by Hunter Morse. Tremendous close by Moussa Guille.
And Guille is
Morse
down.
made the stop. Moussa Guille is down. Vinny Bell slow to get up. Boy, the twists and turns of this matchup here at Keyworth.
It's going to be interesting to see where the formations change. We'll take a couple minutes and take a look at that. I think the ball went off Guille, and then Morse. Nice job by by Musa, and then I think going down, just some contact. And so the players will grab some hydration.
Brigauna and crew, the athletic trainers from Henry Ford out there. As Musa Guille tended to. And just as you said, the players come over. They will get some hydration. Brief discussion of strategy.
It's looking like Bell, while he's going down, catches Guille there. Ooh, on the back of the neck with one of his legs.
And he goes down right away.
So now he'll have to come off because he received attention, so it'll be 10v9 and a corner coming.
So the plot thickens, and the corner will be taken right in front of the Level 1 Bank VIP section here at Keyworth Stadium. That ball lined up. Remember, you can take your matchday experience to the next level with on-field seating and unlimited food and drinks for just $50. Purchase your tickets at tickets.detcityfc.com for the Level 1 VIP section. And also, if you're looking for a neighborhood bar to go to after any DCFC game or just a fun night out in Hamtramck, stop by and see our friends at the Painted Lady. Antonio Manfoot will line things up. Remember, this is 10v9 till Guille can come back in.
And he's standing right by the fourth official.
Manfoot sends it in. Got through temporarily. That shot redirected and went just wide of the left post. Guille hurries back onto the pitch.
And do they call that? I think they do say it's a corner.
Manfoot will take his time, moving his way out to the far corner. And Manfoot will line things up.
Find Vinny Bell and double mark him.
Corner served in, headed away by the front lines. And that shot sent wide of everything by Saveco. So for the first time, I would say in about maybe 10 minutes, Detroit City FC will have possession.
Yeah, this has been a very good spell by Cleveland SC. Let's take a look at how City's shaping up their midfield here with Perkins gone. Lawson and Todd still up front. Looks more like a straight line 4 with help when you're in attack from one of the center backs.
Guille to Chrysler, 82nd minute. We will have a good deal of stoppage time. Stephen Carroll makes a run. Carroll tried to go around his man. City will win the throw.
And that's how Detroit City will make up for the loss of Will Perkins. You're going to see Chrysler and Guille be your defensive center backs, and you're going to see Stephen Carroll take some more runs. If it comes to the near side, you may see Guille try to take a run, but Carroll's the man more suited to do that, I think.
Here's Vinny Bell.
Oh, Jalen Chrysler just escorts that. Well, they kept it in play.
Quick throw into Stephen Carroll, and Detroit City FC will look to move. Pimlott.
Well, goals inside the final few minutes of regulation for Detroit City FC in the playoffs have happened before here at Keyworth. Could it happen again?
Danny Deacon wide. Jadita's cross, played away. Saveco stood tall. Deacon again, remember we're 10v10. Dueling red cards issued about 10 minutes ago.
Only one other player on the field with a booking, that's Saveco.
Mikey Goodman to Pimlott. Deacon moves to the right, Sean Lawson.
7 behind the ball for Cleveland.
Pimlott gives one a go, and going down to the turf is Musa to make the stop.
That is what we call a speculative effort because he had shooting space. And that can happen when you're a little frustrated when defenders pack 7-8 behind the ball and you're not having joy finding the runs you want. All of a sudden you got shooting space. It's kind of like shooting over the Syracuse zone. You pack it in there and then all of a sudden you start chucking up threes.
Saveco. Guille wins that one expertly, and then he's taken down from behind by Naguki. '85th minute. The screws continue to tighten. NPSL Midwest Regional Championship on the line. Our Watch City stream brought to you by Baker College. Neil Rule, John Krieger with you. Mikey Goodman, the former Georgetown Hoya. Wide to Stephen Carroll.
That'll be a city throw. I like Todd and Lawson getting in advanced positions.
Deacon can't control it as it trickles over the line. And every minute that goes by on the clock, you can feel the air getting heavier here inside Keyworth. Tension thick. They say it's so thick you could cut it right now with a knife. That's actually true, I believe that.
That's apropos. And the funny thing is you can always tell the Northern Guard usually in full voice, they're even feeling it. It's waiting to explode.
Lawson wide, Stephen Carroll, Deacon. Pimlott, service to Lawson over top of everyone.
He thought Lawson was going to curl wide. But again, Pimlott has not been as sharp as I think he would want in the last few minutes. Had that giveaway that almost led to a goal.
50-50 ball. Chrysler is going to win that one over Manfoot a lot of the time. He did there, but Cleveland SC will come away with it. They will try the left side. Lots of room out on the pitch. Saveco makes a turn. Saveco. Pimlott recovers to play it away. Saveco's cross blocked out by Bakey Goodman.
And as I talk about him, that's a nice job by Michael Pimlott to come in and make that defensive play. Cut that back because Tenzai Jadida had tried to play the ball and gotten beaten a little bit.
There's a second ball out on the pitch. Max Todd tried to get it going quickly. We're in the 88th minute. And I'm guessing there will be a ton of stoppage time.
Well, especially with the 2 red cards given.
If there were 4 minutes in the first half, there's got to be 6,
7.
6, 7.
We'll get the stopwatch out.
More discussions being held.
And I think this is the referee just telling the players to settle down.
We're going to have the face-off?
Or a drop ball.
Yep.
We're going to have a contested drop ball.
And Manfoot wins it and sends a cross. Nobody had gotten into position for Cleveland SC.
Two minutes to go.
The Northern Guard and the crowd trying to step it up just a little bit. Danny Deacon inside the 18. Remember, Motor City Casino Hotel is the official hotel and casino of Detroit City FC. Log on to Det City FC to watch the Motor City match recap from tonight's match. Getting down to it. Here comes Cleveland SC. Left side attack, McAvenue. Manfoot with some space, measures it, drives it, and sends it wide of the goal. Detroit City Fieldhouse is Detroit's newest indoor athletic facility located in the heart of Detroit. Leagues are now forming for adults and youth. Check out DetCityFC.com for info.
Substitution here, Daniel Ruppel, midfielder, who came on late in Friday's semifinal, is coming on for Cleveland.
Alex Naguki will come out.
And we'll wait to see a stoppage time number here as we're in the final minute of regulation.
Ruppel was a Division III All-American last year at Baldwin Wallace. Pimlock's cross, Vinny Bell making a run. Chrysler able to recover.
Jalen Chrysler, another giveaway there. And Chrysler with a heck of a job. Amazing pressure right now by Cleveland. They sense the opportunity to capitalize.
We cross into stoppage time. There will be 5 minutes of stoppage time.
All right, I've got the stopwatch going, Neil.
Guille heads it away. Buckle up, everybody. Can history repeat itself? We shall see. Jadida to Max Todd. Todd lurking. Todd crosses over. Todd to Goodman, tries the back heel, will win the corner. Time for today's official attendance, brought to you by Rip It Energy, the official energy drink of Detroit City FC. Today's official attendance, 4,568.
And Neil, they say it went off of Todd, goal kick.
Wow, I thought Bakey Goodman with the back heel hit that off the defender.
Put it off a defender. I'm with you there. Let's take a look. They've got a great shot here. Bakey touches. No, it goes through the leg.
So they do call it off Bakey. Hey, good catch by the officials.
Really good job.
They have been pretty much on point today.
Yeah, including the assessment of the cards.
Yep, no doubt. It's all on the line here. 5 minutes of stoppage time. We're about a minute and a half in. Here comes Stephen Carroll with some space. We're 10v10. Lawson to Pimlott. Deacon. Todd. Todd hesitates. Pimlott can't catch up to it as it skips away, and a goal kick coming.
That's 2 minutes of the 5 gone, Neil.
And remember, there will be 2 extra time sessions at 15 minutes apiece. If we go the full 90 plus here, settle in for 30 more minutes.
The big thing here is control the ball. No speculative shots. Just possession is 9/10 of the law here.
I would say it's 100% the law right now. Jadita with it. Pimlott. Lawson, he's got one already today. Todd. Deacon through the middle. Ball sent in towards Todd, played out.
3 minutes gone, Neil. 2 to go.
Jadita will throw it in. Bakey the target. He will get on the end of it. Bakey's cross sent in, played out.
Look
Jalen
at
Chrysler will track it down.
That is a great run across by Chrysler to keep possession.
Coming up towards the final minute of stoppage time. Stephen Carroll's cross will go out for a corner.
1 minute to go.
The crowd gets to their feet here at Keyworth. The dying moments of stoppage time. Corner served into the box. Chrysler will be called for the foul as he made contact with Musa. And I don't think there were any winners in that scenario.
And no, and I think, is that Carroll that's down? Again, the Chrysler that's down. And Musa down as well. And now quickly back up. Oh, he went over, said something to a fan.
Musa
That's got to be worthy of a booking. That's classless.
Musa getting into the mix with some of the fans at the suites here at Keyworth Stadium.
I'll focus on the game.
The official having a talking to right now with Mario Musa. In the meantime, the clock continues to spin.
Well, if anything, you can tell where his headspace is at. Going after a fan.
Let's see what we have in terms of time left. We're well past the 5 minutes of stoppage. And Cleveland SC, ever since they've equalized, they have really slowed the pace of this match. Taking time with throw-ins, corners.
Just trying to grind it out. And now Musa will belatedly put the goal kick in play.
Can't imagine there's going to be much on the other side of this.
45 seconds at most, really. City will be allowed to have this attack, clearly. The important thing is to keep possession and keep it moving forward.
There's some magic left here at Keyworth. Pimlott. Lawson. Sends it to Todd. Chrysler steps through Vinnie Bell. The whistle sounds. And we have reached full time here at Keyworth. We are going to 2 15-minute extra time sessions. Everything on the line. There'll be 30 more minutes of soccer. We will have it for you next. This is a Watch City stream brought to you by Baker College.
Who are you? Think about it. Is who you are now who you were meant to be? At Baker College, we want to help you be more. More curious, more productive, more effective, and be more successful at it all. We can help you be more prepared for the future and more inspiring to future generations. The world is full of opportunities to be more than the status quo. The question is, are you ready to be more?
Everybody get their deep breaths. Good. We're just about ready to go for the extra sessions here at Keyworth. 2 15-minute periods of extra time will occur. If the match is still tied after that, we will determine a winner via penalties. John, as we take a look at the stats, Cleveland out shooting Detroit City FC both in totality and on frame, 12-10 total, 7-6 their advantage on frame. You know, through it all, I know City had a 2-0 lead. I think we're where we should be right now.
Yeah, it's been a very even game. And frankly, if we're being honest, marginally better Cleveland in the second half than Detroit City. Took advantage of their opportunities, a couple of giveaways. I think they have had an advantage in midfield after halftime. That having been said, I think two things will be intangibles here. One, Tom Beck is not on the pitch. Red carded along with Will Perkins. That could play a role. Two, I think Detroit City are the better conditioned team.
Well, we're gonna find the answer to that. That will
I
not be.
think. I don't know if I know.
That will not be speculation. We will find out. Substitution for City. Looking down the way, that man Cyrus Sadie has checked in for extra time. And away we go. The Watch City stream brought to you by Baker College. Neil Rule, John Krieger with you. 30 more minutes, everyone. 15 minutes of pop. We're underway.
And who did Cyrus check in for, Neil? I saw he's on. I don't see who came off. So let's take a look at the numbers.
Here's Sean Lawson. Looking to run with Max Todd. Cyrus Sadie up in that mix.
Looks like Tendai came off.
So Jadida off. Cyrus Sadie on. Cleveland SC played 120 minutes on Friday. Bakey Goodman. Todd, the chip. Lawson looming, I believe, was in an offside position.
I like that start, and you say you were right because the assistant referee had stayed constant, and then once it came past, moved away. That's a good spot by you, partner.
Sean Lawson got it started all the way back.
Looks like a diamond in midfield right now for City.
Max Todd added a penalty right before halftime. City had a 2-0 lead. Cleveland SC undeterred. Scored 2 in the span of 8 minutes. Beck in the 52nd minute. Manfoot in the 60th. And that is where we stand. Danny Deacon to Sean Lawson. Lawson hesitates, shakes, bakes. Lawson's cross.
Corner.
Will result in the corner. And boy, Colton Long was an unfortunate victim of circumstance. He caught that one right in the gut. Check it out again in our Baker College replay.
That's what we call sacrificing the body.
Involuntarily.
No. Didn't know a whole lot about it except that he made the block.
Here we go, Deacon service. Colton Long wins the battle. Cyrus Sadie. Played out to Bakey Goodman.
Smart job by Bakey to get it out of midfield, get it to a wing.
There's a shot. That is deflected. Goal kick awarded. With Cleveland SC, John, and remember, we are playing 10v10. And you mentioned the fact Beck sent off, Will Perkins sent off for Detroit City. Cleveland SC even more resolute defensively here to start this extra time, packing it in even further.
Absolutely. They're packing 8 behind the ball, and just it's all about denying the passing lanes and win the counters. They have faith in Vinny Bell and Manfoot to be able to win the races up front. Manfoot in a lot of space right now if they can find him. The City back three paying a lot of attention to Vinny Bell. Quite rightly. Guy had 4 goals in the semifinal, but Manfoot has about 10 yards of space. And then steps in and almost steals the ball right away from Stephen Carroll.
Here's Guille. Pimlott goes to Bakey. Now Danny Deacon. There's a threat of space. Sean Lawson turns, crosses.
That's a vital clearance for Cleveland. Oh, Pimlott just got beat. Nice job by Carroll to be overplaying Rover.
Carroll has been brought back, John, it looks like, strictly to that back line after almost playing a de facto wing position.
Well, and I think that might be a little bit of fatigue. Remember, he took a couple pretty hard knocks, and there's only so much gas in the tank. Look at this. Todd. Oh, that's a nice cutout.
Saveco did the job. Here's Manfoot. He's up with Vinny Bell. Manfoot wins the throw. Or no, he did not. It will go to City.
Nice job by the assistant over there to make that call.
Manfoot redirects the ball back out onto the pitch.
That's time wasting, but I don't think we'll see a booking for it.
Carroll will wing it out. There's that man, Cyrus Sadie. Keep in mind, Cyrus has fresh legs. He's just come on for the extra time.
And the midfield maestro can do a lot of good with those fresh legs. You know he lives for moments like this. I love Bakey out there taking it to the wing. This is good possession by City. And nice movement.
City will send it back. Now recalibrate. Try the right side. Deacon.
Two lines of 4, 8 behind the ball. With Vinny Bell just high enough to force the center backs to be back.
Guille goes to Pimlott. Deacon now will take it wide. Chrysler thought about an overlapping run. Here's Cyrus Sadie at the top of the D. Sadie goes to Todd. Todd across. Sean Lawson just wide of the frame. But Detroit City FC, John, eventually able to crack that code.
Neil, that's excellent by City. You remember about 20 minutes ago we had that long speculative shot from either, I don't remember whether it was Deacon or Pimlott. And it was after that a bunch of spells of pass back, and it was just lashed over the bar. Take all the possession they'll give you. If you pack 8 behind the ball, just pass it around. You will eventually, you have enough speed and pace, you will find that window. That's a great adjustment by City not to take the easy open shot from 30 yards, but to try for something better. And there's Manfoot on the wing.
Manfoot, the Major Arena Soccer League standout, taken down by Stephen Carroll. He wins the whistle.
This is a dangerous spot.
No question, almost a de facto corner.
Yeah, you can bend one in here. He's very good at bending the ball toward one of the posts.
We're almost into the 99th minute. Watch City Stream brought to you by Baker College. Manfoot surveying the scene, taking his time. Six seasons in professional indoor soccer for Antonio Manfoot. He has a goal here today. His service got over top of everyone.
Oh,
Max
that's a heck of a play.
Bangs it back out towards midfield.
That's a heck of a play. Max Todd was being dragged from behind, kept his body because you wouldn't have gotten a whistle there, and made the clearance.
Musa, center right to Pimlock. Can Bakey get on the end of this? He does. He's got Lawson up with him.
There's space.
Lawson makes his move, and it's taken away.
Watch the counter. Manfoot wants it. He's screaming for it. They don't see him, and that's a blessing. He was in acres of space. Now they do.
But that gave Detroit City an opportunity to recover. But Saveco makes a run. And Saveco will get it. Vinny Bell, player available on the left side as well, but Guille does the job defensively.
It's a nice overlap by Saveco.
Saveco will throw it in. Inside the 18, it's flicked on. Chip back, Bell gives it a go. Morse comes off the line, he will scoop it up.
That's a good job to let the keeper take that.
Pimlott through the middle. We have played 100 minutes here at Keyworth. Danny Deacon. Max Todd. Todd. He was dispossessed by Saveco. Saveco has it. Rupel makes a run. Tried to step through with it. Here's Guille.
Push it. A lot of space. Push it. There it is.
Cyrus Sadie. Sadie goes around his man, but a little too heavy, and Colton Long takes no chances. I think he kicked that one to Warren. Pimlott. City sizing things up again. Pimlott threads the needle. Bakey Goodman crosses it. Shot blocked. Max Todd had a look with the left foot.
Colton Long got lucky. He had no idea that ball was going off his foot.
Derazic in the middle. Finds Manfoot. Saveco up with him. Saveco will make a run. Goes in the middle to Vinny Bell. Boy, that almost got through to Deacon. Guille steps up to challenge Bell. Bell drops it off. Now gets it back. That play is onside. Bell turning in the 18. Ball comes free. Shot, stop made by Morse. Boy, Rupel put a charge into one. And Morse closes the door here in the 13th minute of the first extra time session.
That is a big boy save by Hunter Morse.
It's all big boy the rest of the way.
And that he had some pepper on that gumbo. Hard. And on a shot like that, it's important for the keeper. Keep those wrists secure so you can direct the ball where you want it to go.
Antonio Manfoot will walk over slowly to the corner.
They're taking their time over this again.
Manfoot service curls in. Boy, that went just over the top of Vinny Bell. And that will be a throw for City, hemmed in along that corner.
City would have much preferred that ball go on the other side of the corner flag. You can still set up and press this if you're Cleveland.
Musa Guille slowly now. It's just not a lot of gas left in the tanks out there.
What you hope really is that if there's a goal scored here in extra time, it's scored off a good play for either side. You wouldn't want it to be off of a mistake because of fatigue.
However, that tends to usually be the case. Banky Goodman through the middle.
Chrysler chips it, looking for Deacon. Lawson.
What control by Sean.
Lawson gets it back, finds Pimlott. Max Todd, he will chip it ahead, and not exactly what City was looking for, as Musa able to control it.
I think he was expecting someone to make a run toward a post. That's one of those no-look pass deals, and the run just wasn't there.
Guille cuts it off. See what Cyrus Sadie has. Well, you hear the crowd just get excited when Cyrus has a ball at his feet, but he gave it away to Manfoot. Cyrus Sadie recovers to take it back. Manfoot's down. It's 10v9 now for City. Todd chips it ahead, looking for Deacon, and Musa will grab it.
Manfoot's still down.
And I believe that is the whistle ending the first extra time session. And that is the case, so we will take a break, come back, get you the second session. Don't go anywhere. The Watch City Stream brought to you by Baker College.
Who are you? Think about it. Is who you are now who you were meant to be? At Baker College, we want to help you be more. More curious, more productive, more effective, and be more successful at it all. We can help you be more prepared for the future and more inspiring to future generations. The world is full of opportunities to be more than the status quo. The question is, are you ready to be more?
Oh, hey, everybody. Second extra time session coming up right now. Final 15 minutes. We are level at 2. A Midwest Regional Championship on the line. City will have the possession. Neil Rule, John Krieger back with you. The whistle sounds. We are underway. Same lineups up there. Here we go, John.
Well, we've seen this. City in extra time attacking the Keyworth wall end in the Midwest Region Final.
Here's Bakey Goodman. Pimlott. Cyrus Sadie, who came on after 90 minutes.
And again, Cleveland packing a lot of players behind the ball. It appears their strategy for this, Neil, is much the same. They're playing entirely for the counter. City's going to have to break that down.
Here's Cyrus Sadie. Here's the man that can do it. Sadie tried to find Lawson and nearly did.
Nice cut out there. Unsung hero plays by the City backline all day. Guillet, Chrysler, Carroll.
Guillet's been very solid.
He's on the Midwest Region 11 for a reason. Doesn't get a lot of the press, but has made a lot of plays.
There's a man with some accolades as well, leading goal scorer in the Midwest region, already with 1. Can he deliver a goal that'll be heard around the soccer world here in Keyworth?
Nice job to win that back there after the giveaway. Be a Cleveland throw, but at least you take the pressure off for the moment. Oh, the turf monster.
It's Antonio Manfoot cramped up right before our very eyes. He twisted. As he tried to send that ahead, he twisted. And right in front of our broadcast location here, I saw his leg just lock up. And remember, too, this is a Cleveland SC team that played 130 minutes on Friday in mid-90s heat. And Manfoot
He's in some pain.
Has one of those 3 a.m. cramps that wake you up from your sleep right now.
That's exactly what he has. Now, he's off the pitch. They should resume the game. He's off the pitch. They should resume the game.
That's what Stephen Carroll's saying right now to the official.
Stephen's right.
And so are the
off
fans.
The pitch. Go.
The fans in front of us making the same claim. And that will be the case.
You can't allow him time to recover. He's off the pitch. Play. 10v9.
The Henry Ford athletic trainers tending to Antonio Manfoot, trying to relieve him of those cramps. They were absolutely crippling.
He just couldn't step.
Manfoot's still down in tremendous pain. But the band plays on. Guillet under a challenge from Derazic. Danny Deacon. Pimlott wide to Chrysler. Here's Max Todd.
Everybody back for Cleveland. All 9 behind.
Todd taken down. Official says play on. So Vinny Bell tries to make his move. Stephen Carroll will win that foot race.
And we're going to have a sub. Manfoot's done.
Kurt Rainey will come in at his next opportunity. Ball set up. Sean Lawson steps through, got a head on it, but couldn't do much else.
City looks to have a little more jump here in the last 5 minutes, Neil. He's still got to finish, but City still with the ability to press. And that's a great takeaway by Danny Deacon.
And here is Deacon. with Sadie, Lawson, Max Todd, Chrysler making a run. Becky Goodman. Chrysler dribbles one up towards the frame. Musa grabs it.
I think he thought Sean was going to make a run.
We have played 110 minutes.
So it'll be 17 for 3 for Cleveland. Rainey for Manfoot.
The tension continues to mount. At Hessman _98 on the Watch City Twitter feed. Lord help me get through this game.
Seconded.
There's over 4,500 people here in Keeler Stadium that share your sentiment. Tens of thousands watching online as well. Cyrus Sadie hesitates. Cyrus tried to go through. Becky Goodman wide to Chrysler. Chrysler tried to go to Goodman. Vinnie Bell.
Too far in front. Bell 1v3. Great job to close him down.
But Vinnie Bell escapes.
Wow.
Still has it.
That's a magic move. Somebody get out there on Saveco. Watch out.
Making his run. Saveco has it popped away from Musagia. That will allow the substitute to come in. So Kurt Rainey sprints on. Transfer from Cleveland State. Plays at Baldwin Wallace. He had 3 goals and 5 assists at Baldwin Wallace last year.
And Musagia, by the way, with another game-saving challenge. Not to allow the run-in on goal. Now control, turn, move forward. That's a beautiful play through by Todd. And gets it back.
Well, you look at City trying to move up in the attack. There's just not a lot left in the gas tank for anyone at this point.
I think City's still a little fresher, I got to be honest. But Cleveland's certainly using the rope-a-dope strategy right now.
Max Todd, the target, little too deep. Musa comes off the line confidently.
Sitting back and taking punches. 7.5 to go.
th minute. Pimlott steps in front.
That's a good play by that young man. We've get him in a little stick on this for a couple of plays, but that was a good job to read and step in there.
Chrysler's all alone on this right side. And he's going deeper and deeper. Sadie to Deacon. Deacon to Sadie. Sadie tried to go back to Danny, but it will trickle out for the goal kick.
Well, you're trying the touch plays. Cyrus doesn't see a whole lot of game minutes, and I think it's just a matter of finding that rhythm, you know, reading and knowing where the guys are going to be. And he was expecting the cut back toward goal, and none came.
So Musa to put the boot to it. 6 minutes and some change, about what's left here. Pimlott pops it up. Guille gave it to Rainey. Right side attack for Cleveland. Vinnie Bell has it at his feet.
He'll take that shot.
He does. Not a lot on it. Not dangerous for Hunter Morse.
And
Was deflected, so a corner awarded.
Well, you can see even Bell trying to take that shot. The body was slow moving through. Cleveland very good in the air, very good on set pieces, but they don't have man foot anymore to
trigger. Yep.
So who triggers?
Cleveland SC, very slow, very deliberate. I think it's pretty apparent what their goal is.
Yeah, win on a set piece or penalties.
Yep.
So that's Derazic.
Corner sent in. Comes up top. Todd's with Sadie. A counter opportunity. Lawson making a run as well. Here's Lawson. Saveco trying to keep pace. Lawson gets wide. Danny Deacon jumping up into the play. Lawson hesitates. Fires. Shot is blocked.
The key word you said there, Neil, was hesitates. He had the shooting lane, and Cleveland did a nice job of coming over and closing that lane off. 4.5 to go, plus stoppage time. City's been the better team in extra time.
Here's Deacon. Deacon, the shot skips in on Musa.
It's just like overtime in the NHL, Neil. Put it on frame, see what happens.
No question. Danny Deacon made a bid to be a hero.
I think there's 10 players in white that could call themselves heroes at the end of this one. He just wanted a little extra billing. Oh, careful.
Rainey. Now it's sent wide to the left side. Stepping over. Oh, Jalen Chrysler knocked it away from Rupel. Cleveland SC keeps the possession. Slid through. The cross is stopped. Boy, Rainey made a bid. Jalen Chrysler and Morse over to knock it away.
Nice job by Chrysler to come over, help his keeper. I think Morse had that covered, but you never want to assume.
Chrysler now with some cramping issues, it looks like.
Yeah, he's grabbing the back of the calf.
Jalen Chrysler, the All West Coast Conference first team performer. Seb Harris now getting set to check in. He will replace Chrysler. And you know what's looming. And you know who has a good track record in the penalties department is that man from Oakland University. Seb Harris comes in.
Well, a lot of this squad has been there for City through thick and thin. You have Cyrus, you've got Sebi. Might we see a windmill?
Corner sent in. Morse off the line. Makes the confident grab.
That's a great take by Hunter Morse. Cool, calm, collected. Just go catch. Good run here. Reverse it.
Stephen Carroll's jumped up into the play on the right side. Lawson in the middle as well. Deacon to Sadie. Sadie turns. Across to Makey Goodman. Goodman goes wide. Stephen Carroll, the shot's redirected. And Musa made the stop. All he did was reach back. It was all he could do. And he did the job.
I have no doubt that Mario Musa is deserving of his first 11 spot. Wow, he was going to the other side of his net to cover that shot where he thought it was going. Corner coming quickly. What a save by Musa. Wow.
Pimlott will play it back to Morse. Unbelievable. 28 minutes in to a 30-minute extra time period. 2 15-minute sessions. Nearly exhausted. Close.
I have no idea how Musa made that save. Wow. He twisted his body back around and got two hands on that ball. Credit where credit is due. That's a title saver. Fitting of it.
Throw-in coming up for City. They have time for another go here. 120th minute. Cyrus Sadie. Here's Stephen Carroll. Todd to Carroll. Carroll's cross will go out for a corner.
Maybe about a minute of stoppage time here, Neil. The important thing here is to keep possession in this third if the corner doesn't go. Don't allow for the counter with a carom.
Pimlott is back. Here's Danny Deacon. There'll be 1 minute of stoppage time. Deacon service headed just over top of the crossbar. Detroit City FC once again buzzing the tower, John.
So close. Detroit City have by far been the better team in the extra time periods. Their conditioning came through. They just couldn't find the finish. And now I think they're gonna stop for the smoke. And a hydration break.
That will be the case for Cleveland SC, as now Daniel Rupa will come over, get his hydration as well. Musa coming up with the goal kick. There is 1 minute of stoppage time on the extra time session.
And the referee is watching it's interesting. He's talking with Cleveland, but he's watching the smoke. He wants to make sure that visibility is
as good as it can be at this point.
Yeah.
Musa bangs it down the pitch. Vinny Bell flicked it on. I'll say it was off Stephen Carroll.
Cleveland throw, watch out. Now they'll press. This is their one chance.
Rainey to Vinny Bell. Carroll stepped in front. Throw-in coming up.
The referee will most likely let this attack go. He won't whistle till City can get possession.
Throw-in comes short. Hoofed inside the 18. Morse off the line. Makes a confident grab.
Had to be right.
Trying to find Sean Lawson. He did indirectly. Lawson makes his move. Is there time left for a City charge? Lawson taken down.
Well, now they'll certainly give City the attack, you'd think.
Koni Jarzik with the professional foul, but this one can be sent inside the 18, no question about it.
Just get up there. Put it up and hope. Here we go.
Danny Deacon sends it in. Guille heads it up in the air. Guille goes after it again. It's banged out towards midfield. The whistle sounds, and we will settle this in penalties. 120 minutes, not enough. We are level at 2. Get the antacids ready, folks. When we come back, penalties to decide a regional championship. This is the Watch City Stream, brought to you by Baker College.
Who are you? Think about it. Is who you are now who you were meant to be? At Baker College, we want to help you be more. More curious, more productive, more effective, and be more successful at it all. We can help you be more prepared for the future and more inspiring to future generations. The world is full of opportunities to be more than the status quo. The question is, are you ready to be more?
Welcome back inside historic Keyworth Stadium. We are going to penalties to decide the Midwest Regional Champion of the NPSL. Get you caught up with what happened. It was Sean Lawson back in the 40th minute that scored. That put City up 1-0. In stoppage time of the first half, Max Todd was awarded a penalty. He converted to make it 2-0, and the party was underway here in Keyworth, but Cleveland SC was not done. Tom Beck scored in the 52nd minute, right out of the halftime break. Antonio Manfoot would add another 8 minutes later. We were level at 2. That is where we stand right now through 120 minutes of soccer. And Mr. John Krieger, who will make the play? That's what it comes down to.
Well, it's going to come down to two things. First of all, I think City probably have the better shooters. The more veteran keeper, I think, is probably Cleveland's. Hunter Morse in college. Mario Musa, been a veteran of Cleveland SC for a while and has had some experience as well.
Keep in mind, too, Major Arena Soccer League with the St. Louis Ambush, played for the USA U17 national side as well.
It appears, the way the Northern Guard is moving, that we have had the determination that the penalties will be down at the Keyworth end, the Keyworth wall end. What I don't know is whether that we're playing the ABAB penalty shootout or an ABBA penalty shootout where you rotate first shooter. We'll see as we go through here. I'm not sure which code the NPSL chooses to use. Important to know about penalties. New rule that came in. If you watch the Women's World Cup, you will know this. The keeper must keep a foot on or over the line until the ball is struck on a penalty, or the referee may ask that the penalty be retaken. Also very important to note, the run-up must be fluid. You cannot excessively stutter or attempt to deceive in that way.
Tweets coming in with a hashtag Watch City, NGS Ocho, and acid's nothing. Where's my rum? And that's those. I think those are the two tools of choice right now for the fans. Antacids, rum, whiskey, what have you.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes for you to get by, buckle up.
There'll be a couple of soda pops in my future after this one. It might calm the nerves an hour down.
The Cleveland SC bench locked arm in arm. Antonio Manfoot, who gave everything he had today, left this match because of cramps.
Also, depending on how far you go, first of all, if this is the first penalty shootout you've watched, it's 5 shooters cumulative. Then it goes to mismake, starting with the 6th and subsequent. The keepers would be at some point required to take a penalty. All 10 players on both sides must attempt before we get back to the start of the shooting order.
And remember, too, Trevor James inserted Seb Harris with about 5 minutes left in this match. I would assume strictly for this reason. Hunter Morse will take to the line first for Detroit City.
Against Vinny Bell.
No, it will not be. It'll be Michael Derazic, who will make his way up.
And I thought for sure we'd see Bell go first, but you're right, it is Derazic to shoot.
Derazic scored against Rochester back on June 2nd. Was a member of the Horizon League All-Newcomer team for Cleveland State back in 2011.
O'Neal, the last time we had a penalty shootout at this end of Keyworth Stadium, it was in the U.S. Open Cup against Michigan Bucks. And Detroit City was victorious.
Hunter Morse will get the first opportunity to make a stand on the line. Here we go. Derazic just sneaks it past the outstretched arm of Hunter Morse. And now Max Todd will make his way to the spot. And as is the case, the momentum, the emotion, all of it swings kick by kick. And now Max Todd under the gun a little bit, John.
That was a very well-placed penalty, Neil. Hunter guessed the right way, but it's well-placed. And now Max knows he's one of the 2 really big guns for City. He wants to convert his spot kick. He already has one today.
He slotted his home in the lower left-hand side right before halftime. Todd steps up and buries it in the right corner. Very confident. Musa thought that Todd would go back where he went before, but in fact, he sent a rocket in the upper right corner.
And you know what? Todd knew that. He waited for Musa to move first last time, and Musa was cheating to his right. So Todd went back across the body. 1-1.
So the keeper, Musa, now. The second attempt, we are level at 1 in penalties. Musa moves up
Swings the foot up and closes the door.
Oh, Hunter Morse. Yes, sir. Denied.
Seb Harris. Detroit City can take a 2-1 edge.
The entire Northern Guard is waiting to windmill en masse right here.
The windmills have already started. Harris. Sebby booms it over top of the crossbar. We are still tied at 1.
So we are using the AB shooter here, Neil, which means Cleveland will always go first. Hunter Morse got to come up big again.
Corbin McAvenue.
Who was quieter today.
Slowly walks up to the spot. We are once again level. Now it's essentially a best of 3. McAvenue against Hunter Morse. Morse already has a save on his resume. Here we go. McAvenue trickles it in on the left side. And
He waited for Hunter to move first, and he did.
The pressure shifts to Musa Guille. Guille, a goal against Columbus this year, a goal against FC Indiana, a JUCO All-American at Eastern Florida State Community College. Everything on his shoulders. Cleveland SC with a 2-1 edge here in the penalty session. But to borrow a phrase, we are on serve.
And right now, Musa Guille, if he can convert here, it's going to be a big vote of confidence. Give his keeper.
Guille buries it in the right side. Never a doubt for Musa Guille.
A Midwest 11 defender with a big-time play. Saved the game a couple of times in defense. Slots home his penalty.
So now the tension shifts. We are at 2-2. Daniel Koniarczyk, the former Horizon League second teamer at Cleveland State as a junior, tees it up in the spot. We're here in round number 4, tied at 2. Koniarczyk stopped by Hunter Morse.
Beautiful save by Morse, and not a good penalty at all. He didn't want that. His run-up was weak. His strike was weak. The result was beautiful from Morse. And now City can put a hammerlock on this if they can take the lead here.
We're in the 4th round. Tied at 2. City can wrap up this 4th round with a 3-2 advantage. Stephen Carroll, the Black Arrow Award winner last season, approaches, strikes, and he sends it over top. 2 opportunities to seize a lead go by the board for City.
City has had their chances. Hunter Morse has come up huge. They haven't made Musa make a save yet. Sebi over the bar, Carroll over the bar, and now Hunter Morse has got to do it against number 9.
Vinny Bell. Can Hunter Morse deliver again? Bell had 4 goals here on Friday. Everything on the line here in Keyworth. Bell trickles it right where Morse was. What confidence from Vinny Bell. He knew Morse would make a move and send it right back where he was.
And he knew it was going right down the middle. That is as cool as you like. And now it's a must-make situation for Sean Lawson.
Here it is. The Midwest Regional leader in goal, Sean Lawson.
against Mario Musa. A stop by Musa would win the Midwest Regional Championship for Cleveland SC.
Both city misses have come over the bar. Sean's got to put this on frame.
Here we go. To advance, Lawson sends it over top, and Cleveland SC has won the NPSL Midwest Regional Championship.
Well, that is the darndest penalty shootout I've ever seen. 3 misses and the keeper didn't have to make a save once. And that is the unkindest cut of all, because the 3 guys who missed, Seb Harris, Stephen Carroll, and Sean Lawson, putting it over the bar all 3 times. And the most unkind cut of all, those are 3 of the most faithful servants of Detroit City Football Club, who will feel absolutely gutted. It means so much to them. It means so much to this city. They'll all want their penalties back, but congratulations to Cleveland SC, who got the goals when it counted, and Vinny Bell, who hits the winner. He scored 4 in Friday's semifinal, but none bigger than the one he coolly rolled down the middle against Hunter Moores here.
Cleveland SC trailed 2-0 at the halftime break. Fought their way back, leveled the match, and hung on for penalties, and executed the game plan to perfection.
Oh, this is heartbreaking, Neil. I'm looking down at Sean Lawson, who is overcome with emotion. You can see it. He is just despondent. And you look at Stephen Carroll, you talk about what servants they are for Detroit City Football Club. My heart goes out to Sean Lawson right now. That is a young man who has done everything for this club and then some, and he is spent and can't believe it.
So that will do it for our coverage here from Keyworth Stadium. Congratulations to Cleveland SC, the Midwest Regional Champions. They win it 3-2 for my broadcast partner, John Krieger. My name is Neil Rule. Thanks for watching, everybody. Well, see you later.